5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Crypto Factor. Welcome to another show. Welcome to your favorite weekly live stream with Paul. I'm your host, Paul, by the way, where we go straight into your questions, answer your questions, no fluff, no bullshit. If it's your first time here, this show is all about cryptopreneurship, all about cryptopreneurs, aspiring cryptopreneurs, and this show is for you. We're gonna have a lot of fun here. Hope you enjoy your stay. We do daily videos, 60-second videos that get straight to the point, answer your questions so we don't waste your time. We do interviews with some of the most successful people and pioneers in crypto. People like Andreas Antonopoulos, Roger Ver, Tone Vase, and next week, got a surprise for you. We're even bringing Cryptoverse on this channel to talk about NFTs. We do impromptu surprise live streams, and we do this weekly live stream as well. So if that's something you're interested in, if you like stuttering, if you like that sort of thing, then go ahead, subscribe down below and hit the bell notification button so you don't miss further videos. And that said, you may have noticed a couple of differences in this episode, and there are a few differences in this episode. By the way, we're going to give $500 out in units pretty soon. We're waiting for Derek to join us, but there are some differences on this live stream. Can you guess what they are? Let me help you. First of all, you will see that you see a bar at the top here saying a Zoom meeting, and you'll see a bar down at the bottom. And the reason you're seeing this is because Derek is late, and I don't have the background because it has to get smaller on a Zoom call so the background will work. So you're gonna end up seeing that crap until he gets here, if he gets here. The second thing is when that background does get here, it won't be the red one with our logo in the middle like we usually have because I couldn't find it and I forgot all about it. So we're just gonna use a blue one that I use for my other channel. By the way, I do have another channel. We'll talk about it in a bit if you want. The third thing you'll notice is that I'm not wearing my glasses. I'm not wearing my glasses. I could wear them if I want to. There you go. Now I look like Paul, the Crypto Factor, more sophisticated. I think I'll keep them on, right? I can actually see better too. Might be a pretty big positive. And finally, you may have noticed one more difference, which I can't remember what it is, so it doesn't really matter. But welcome back. I see everybody in the chat. I see Sportgram1. I see Just George. I see Angela Kennedy. G-Rock, I see Sully, I see so many, I see Torsten Hamper, I see G-Rock, I see a whole bunch of you, man. I appreciate you. I love these shows. One of the reasons I really look forward to these shows is being on here with you. I love talking to you guys. We're a family. We are the Factor fam. And you know, I really, how can I put this? Look forward to these live streams where I can answer your question. Now, because Derek is coming today, I'm not going to be looking at the charts. We will be talking about the charts, though. Don't worry. We'll just get straight to the point. But we will answer some of your questions. I just said that weird. Some of y'all questions. Like I'm from Texas? Down? Okay. So let's have a look. Let's see who's here. Well, we already saw who's here. Let's get straight to your question. A couple of things I want to talk about today as well. One being Disney getting into the Metaverse. We're going to be talking about that. And the other being, well, we'll see. We'll talk about a whole bunch of things. You guys can talk about whatever you want. We can talk about whatever you want. Just put it in the chat because that's what we're going to be talking about. Because as I said before, this show is for you. And I've tried stalling enough now. Derek is not here, so let's get it started. So let's talk a little bit. Well, let's answer some questions straight away, straight off the bat here. I see Just George. Ooh, he had the flu. I hope you're feeling better, man. I hope you're feeling better, Just George. But I see, what is my opinion again on Splinterlands? It's a standing highly negative for me. It is a fundamentally good team and project to hold on. Well, I really don't know anything about. I haven't really looked into Splinterlands, so I really can't answer that, man. That is something. Is it a Metaverse? Is the game? Is it the Metaverse? It's something I should be looking into. But yeah, Angela Kennedy says, how high can Phantom go? And this is actually a funny story because I made 2 videos about Phantom because I made a mistake. My subscribers, if you subscribe to this channel, you know my Muppetry. I actually made a video talking about Phantom, if Phantom can go to $1,000. And I actually said, yes, it can go to $1,000. But the problem was I kind of confused that video with another one. Let me explain. The Phantom won't be able to go to $1,000, by the way. Not in this lifetime. Well, not in this bull run anyway. I do see Phantom hitting $10. I think it can go higher than that, but I'll be taking profits at $7, $8. But $7 to $10 would be a good time. It would be a good pump for Phantom, by the way. And you can go a little bit higher. Cannot go to $1,000. I'm telling you right now. What happened was I was batching videos. Batching videos means you do a whole bunch of videos on the same day in the same place. I was in my car, I was waiting for some paperwork, and I just took my phone out and started making video after video after video after video, and I got confused with Phantom and Solano, some other project. So I actually said it can go up to $1,000. Now, some people laughed about it, some people said no it can't, some people actually called me an idiot. So I made an update video about that, explaining how I made a mistake, right? And it's $10, and I apologize. I don't take videos down. That's why that video stayed up there, by the way, just in case people are wondering. I don't like deleting my videos. If I do something stupid, if I say something stupid, if there's Muppetry involved, if I make a fool of myself, that video will stay on there so it can make fun of me forever. Okay, that's one difference I have than other YouTubers. Most YouTubers delete their older videos. I do not. So I made an update video to that. I left it in the description that I meant $10. Now, there was somebody that was being really bad. He was saying, oh, you're even the bigger idiot. I guess I didn't, appreciate honesty, so I just banned him from the channel. But that's okay. That's okay. So to answer your question, I'm looking at Phantom at a $10 range. If this bull market continues, I would be taking profit sooner than that. I'd be taking profit around the $7, $8 range. I would let some of it ride, take the rest of it out at $10. And if you want to keep like 20% of that back, just in case it goes higher, that's up to you. But that's basically what I would do with Phantom, how I see Phantom, Angelo. And Derek has just joined us. What's up, man? We've been waiting for you. Now I can get my background on. Well, actually, no, I can't because I haven't programmed it. Great. Awesome. But hey, man, what's up?
Hey, how's it going?
How you doing, man? We've been waiting for, man. We've been waiting for you. You're live, by the way. Say hi.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
If everybody's wondering who this handsome guy is, he is Derek. He is the CEO and founder of United Coin. We actually work together. We actually do work together. And today he's going to give out $500 in this live stream. So he's a pretty important guy because he's giving you money. So we're going to have some fun with that.
Here, Paul. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I was just answering questions from the chat straight away. We want to talk about a few things today, man. I'm really excited. Thank you for being here, giving away stuff.
Listen.
Great for my subscribers on my channel, man. Just come whenever you want, give away anything you want, man.
Wonderful, wonderful. We'll do. I appreciate it.
All right.
We'll do as many of these as we can.
And just because you're late, you're going to give $1,000 out this time.
Yeah, let's do 1,000 units.
Yeah. All right. Cool. 1,000 units.
1,000 units.
All right. So, what's the price of a unit right now?
The last price I saw, we were at 83 cents. Let me take a double check.
It says $830. Is it? Yeah.
Yes, 83 cents. Yes.
Awesome. So you're giving away $833 today. Cool.
Yes.
Okay, no problem. Cool. Who's going to get it? I think we can split that to three people, I think, this time, just to make it fun.
Okay, sounds good.
But better have your riddles ready.
All right.
All right, cool. I'm going to give one riddle.
Okay.
All right. So, by the way, if you haven't checked out United Coin, you have to check out United Coin. Go to unitedcoin.org. And by the way, we're going to be giving away these units on this live stream to you, to everyone following us right now, to you, yes, you, looking at this live stream. We're going to give it away on this live stream, and you're going to receive it instantly.
Yes.
It's going to be really cool.
It is.
All right, let's answer a couple of more questions, man, and then we can. I want to talk about this Disney Metaverse thing. I think it's really cool, man. I think we're gonna have a good discussion.
Oh, yeah.
But let's just get into it right now. We can go into the chat in a little bit. People can wait. Let's go. Let's talk about. So Disney is entering the metaverse. They actually filed a patent, right, for their own metaverse, and it's got me thinking. Let's forget about prices. Let's forget about what this can do for the crypto space right now. Obviously, it can do a lot, Derek, right? But what's really cool is the use case. So I can't help but to imagine that kids will go and grown-ups will go to Disneyland, put on a VR set, and you can actually enter the metaverse, look around you, like walk around normally, but see characters in their cartoon image wherever you go, interacting with them. It can also be people from movies. So imagine the horror ride, right? That you could do like the horror, the haunted house sort of thing. What you could, how scary and how amazing that will be. But also imagine you can like join the Pirates of the Caribbean to their on their next quest. Maybe meet celebrities like Johnny Depp without him having to be there, or I don't know. It escapes me. Let alone the fact that you can actually be, maybe they progress the technology to a point where you can actually be in the house, your kids are pestering you to take them to Disneyland. Guess what? Put on the goggles and you're at Disneyland without leaving your house. Like it's phenomenal.
Yes.
What do you think?
Yes, that last use case that you just mentioned is exactly what I'm thinking. Okay. Being here in South Florida, one thing that I always joke about is that on every plane coming into South Florida, there's a crying baby.
Yeah.
Right. And that's because they're going to Disney World. All right. And this ability to go into the metaverse and see Disney is it's going to allow people to go and see Disney World in their living rooms, just as you mentioned. And not even that, let's take exactly what you were talking about in the first case scenario, and let's take that also into your own home. Imagine being able to interact with Mickey Mouse in your living room, being able to interact with the Pirates of the Caribbean in your living room, right? This is where I think this is going, where people are going to be able to have these high levels of interaction with Disney. I mean, Nike's doing something as well. And as long as you have Disney, that's going to also connect with Marvel. And me, I'm a little bit of a comic book geek. A couple of guys in my family, we are. And as that's amazing. You know, it's great.
It's going to be awesome.
I think it's going to be, especially for the next generation coming up, you know, they're going to literally be interacting with movies instead of going to just see movies. It's amazing.
It's insane, man. It's insane.
Yeah.
And anybody has any comments about this in the chat, I'd like to hear what you guys think. How far away would they be from this? They filed a patent. How far off do you think they are?
Well, you know, they have the best designers in the world. Yeah. They're maybe a year away probably for doing. I mean, you can start small. You know, you only have to start with one park. You know, and then from there you can expand. Marvel, Star Wars, etc.
Yeah. I see a super chat. I'll get to your super chats and chats in a little bit. But yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm excited. For example, my girlfriend wants to meet Johnny Depp. But I know she's totally in love with him, so I wouldn't want her to meet him like alone. But maybe augmented reality is the actual, you know, there was a funny thing, man. I'm trying to make a joke, but I can't make it better. But there was a funny thing where somebody asked, explain to me what the heck an NFT is. So the answer was, well, imagine you have a wife, right? And she's banging everybody, but she's not banging you. But you hold a marriage certificate. That's the NFT. It's
That's
true, because people can
That's
screenshot your NFT. They can, but you have the marriage certificate.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
I thought that was pretty funny, man.
That's tough.
Igor Blanaru says, Meta is amazing disaster for human beings. An amazing disaster. What a beautiful way of putting that. It's an amazing disaster. In a way, it can be. Crypto Stash asked a question on his Twitter the other day, saying, if you had the choice to live in the metaverse or reality, which one would you pick? And you know, a lot of people would pick the metaverse. A lot of people like would pick that. It's actually quite insane.
Yeah, it's because it's a perfect world, right?
It's like the Matrix.
And right, exactly. So you're allowing yourself to enter into a world that's basically perfect. And I was actually considering this when some people were talking about metaverse. If you watch Ready Player One,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's very interesting that the world is perfect in their VR world, but outside it almost looks like a trash dump,
Mm.
right? So it's almost as though if some people enter into this virtual world, they will give up the, I guess, the responsibilities, of taking care of this world that we've been given, and being able to really keep it at its highest levels. And so this actually even takes you to what people are doing from a green initiative, right? Everyone's trying to save the world, save the world, save the world. If you have a huge population that's not even participating in that world, that's the people are trying to save, are they going to want to put maybe more of their attention towards this virtual world instead of the real world? It can have some implications, of course.
Yeah, the way I'm seeing it, it's the Matrix, right? It's the beginning of the metaverse. But at the same time, anything you can possibly imagine, they say, can become true. And up to today, that was limited. But with the metaverse, everything you can have in mind, imagine, become true. That's saying by Napoleon Hill, can
Right.
be. So,
Absolutely.
and all this imaginations that kids have, like meeting princesses, fighting dragons, being with Mickey Mouse, it becomes a reality. There
Yes.
is no, and literally what Napoleon Hill said, I think it was in the 50s, maybe even less, I can't remember. Maybe, okay, maybe 70s or 60s. But regardless, yes, anything you imagine can be real. You can live the life you want. It's like, as this progresses, right? You can literally be in and become whatever you want to become. It's insane. You can fly like Superman. You can, I don't know, you can do crazy shit.
Yeah, you
Like,
can do literally whatever you want. There are no physical limitations. There are no physics limitations. There are no gravity limitations. The laws of physics, the laws of science do not apply in virtual reality, right? So that's where we are right now with that.
You're right. Barmy Deer says terrible marriage certificate analogy won't apply to music virtual. You don't have to defend NFTs here. We love NFTs. It was a joke, dude. It was a joke.
Yes, I'm a
Joke.
big fan of NFTs.
Don't
Yes.
have to defend NFTs, but I have my own NFT. I have my own Metaverse game called the Bitbulls.io.
You do. Yes.
like, of course. You don't have to defend that, man. It's a joke. You gotta. I get this a lot. Sometimes I have a sense of humor, and I make fun of people. I make fun of myself, and I make fun of it just because I believe NFTs are awesome. The metaverse is awesome. Doesn't mean I can't make fun of it. I can't see the humor in it. It reminds me of
Right.
what's going
Right.
on right now with all this. This political correctness and stuff. They destroyed black comedy. You can't have, if Eddie Murphy was up on stage today doing what he did, or
Oh
Richard
my
Pryor,
gosh.
you be
Raw? Eddie Murphy Raw would not
Raw.
work.
What about Delirious?
Delirious? Oh my gosh.
It's taken away the
Yes.
humor from everything. I mean, stop taking everything so seriously, man.
I mean, everybody, I feel like that's one of those things where everybody's entitled to their opinion. Everybody seeks out what they want to seek out nowadays. With the internet, it's become amazing to me. Literally you can, like a metaverse, you can literally live in your own world. I have friends who listen to music that I would say is the exact same genre as the music I listen to, but I've never heard the songs they've heard. Right. And so it's amazing to me how much is out there and is almost like cultivated and customized to each person. And so, I mean, to each their own in regards to comedy, so you can go from there. I mean, like me, like I like Brooklyn Nine-Nine sometimes, it's
Right.
just a
Okay.
silly comedy. So like some people hate that show. Like my wife doesn't see the humor in it sometimes. I mean, I think it's hilarious sometimes.
I don't know. People say Woody Allen is amazing, and he probably is. But you know what? Every time I see a Woody Allen comedy, I'm like this. It's
Yeah.
just, and his directing is just so slow. I'm just so slow. And I don't know. I'm not saying it's, but it's slow as fuck, dude.
I mean, like not everybody likes Seinfeld. You know?
I've never seen it, man.
Yeah, exactly.
I
This
grew
is
up.
like one of the
I grew
biggest
up.
shows ever in America.
You know, I think Eddie Murphy was my favorite. But then again,
Yeah.
you're talking to somebody that grew up with Eddie Murphy, watched the Boondocks. Like, I thought that was hilarious, dude. And the Wayans brothers and stuff like that. I used to watch. What was it? In Living Color, man. That's what I grew up with. Will Smith.
Oh my God.
Yeah, man. That's the kind of comedy I
In
like.
Living Color was the best, man. I mean, there are literally, I think, 4 or 5 different multi-million-dollar actors, actresses, and comedians that have come out of In Living Color, right?
Yeah.
We're talking about Jennifer Lopez, Jim Carrey, the Wayans brothers. Like, In Living Color was amazing, man. That was a really
It was.
good show.
Watch people start calling me a wigger now in the chat and stuff. Okay, first of all, I'm Greek. I'm a Grigger. Anyway, let's start. Let's answer some.
Gosh.
Let's get into some of these chats, man. We got lots of chats here. We're going to be giving away some money. We're giving away $1,833 worth of cryptocurrency. We're giving it away to people in this live stream today. All you have to do is like the video, hit that thumbs up. That's all you gotta do. And if you don't, guess what? We won't know about it. We gotta take your word for it. But go ahead, do that if you want to support the channel. And let me answer Walter Mellows. He's got a super chat for $10. Thank you very much, man. Really appreciate it. Really helps the channel, by the way. Man, did you see that Ripple's CEO has invited to participate in the Bilderberg reunion this year? What do you think? The system will embrace Ripple. Hello from Brazil. Who has he invited?
I guess they invited the CEO of Ripple somewhere.
Oh, he has invited, but okay, the way it was like referenced here. Look, the Ripple's doing pretty good in that case, man. They got those. They have those files now, but the SEC it was a commissioner, right, or director of the SEC that said Ethereum and Bitcoin is not a security.
Yes.
Yes. And it goes to and those are going to be public. So the question now is, if Ethereum was not a security, deemed not a security, Bitcoin aside, we know why Bitcoin, but if Ethereum was deemed not a security, right, what was so different between Ethereum and XRP other than time that maybe Ethereum had to become more decentralized?
I mean, not much. I mean, from a technical perspective, there's some differences.
There's some differences.
That may be some of the reasons.
There are, but it's a good argument. It gives them a little bit of a point, right?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the fact that they're not considering Bitcoin security, some people say is because you don't know who created it, right? Satoshi Nakamoto. They say they don't know who created it. I beg to differ. I've spoken with a couple of people who say that they do know, right? And so I beg to differ in that position, but that's one of the positions for Bitcoin not being a security. However, Ethereum was created, right? There's actually a company, there's actually people behind it, right? And some people may say it's not a company, but there's a group of individuals behind it, right? And so if you look at some of the documents that have been coming out in regards to the laws and that they're proposing for cryptocurrencies, they're looking at making Bitcoin and Ethereum commodities, right? So if Ethereum and Bitcoin are both commodities, you then start looking at what makes XRP different, what makes other cryptocurrencies different than this. And then you then start looking at the technical perspective here. The way that XRP transactions are confirmed or there's consensus is a little bit different than Ethereum and much more different than Bitcoin, right? So as a result, that might be one of the reasons why they're going after XRP. Now, the concerns that people are having about XRP are really, I hate to say it, but are confined only to the United States, right? XRP is being used and being integrated in countries around the world already, okay? So if they're moving forward with using XRP, it would behoove the United States to have a plug into the system, right? And technically they already have one because XRP has been working with the systems that connect to US financial institutions.
Yeah, but
So
to argue that point though, if
yes,
XRP
please.
is working outside of America, right? You're not going to get very far trading with banks if you're not trading with maybe the largest, most important country in the world,
Oh, absolutely.
right? I
Yes.
mean, you kind of need America. like seriously, I mean, yeah, let's all trade between and forget about America. That's not going to happen.
Right, exactly. It's true. It's very true. It's very true. But I see this kind of as like one of those positions where you kind of take everything you can until you can get to the
Yeah.
big guy. And so that's really what I think XRP is doing. I think they're really just making sure they're connected with all these other countries. So when they get the green light in the United States, it's just one more plug they need to put in and they're connected worldwide.
Right. What about the fact that XRP is not just the fact that it's not just about them being deemed a security. To my understanding, they're also in court because they were allegedly pumping their tokens and dumping on their investors. Now, people don't like to hear that because they forget all about that, but it was actually proven. This was actually, no one's talking about this no more. Everyone thinks it's just about if it's a security or not a security compared to Ethereum. What about pumping the price and dumping on its investors? And before anybody goes crazy, FUD. I got a little thing here, wait. FUD. No, it's not FUD, it's true. This is one of the allegations, and it was proven, or at least allegedly proven, that this happened, right? So what about that the take on that?
I mean, it's real.
It is
It
real.
happened. It happened. The CEO moved on to Stellar and then started dumping.
Yeah.
It happened. Okay. These are facts. They happened. So this is going to be a part of the conversation and it's going to be a part of what they're talking about. Now, even with that quote unquote dump, you still had a lot of people make a lot of money.
Of course.
And still a lot of people still making a lot of money off of XRP. And so I think that cry, if you will, from the public is not there as much as the SEC deems it to be. Okay. But it does not mean that what they are talking about did not happen.
Yeah.
Right. So that's really my take on it. Yeah.
Look,
there's not much you can say about it.
Well, let me ask you this. Your father is a former state senator, right? And your brother is in national defense, or your uncle is in national defense, and so on. What do you think I'm sure you, what do you think is going to happen with XRP? I'm sure you have some other information than we do. What do you think is going to happen? First of all, I personally think this court case is going to take another 5-6 months at least. But what's your take on this?
So, in regards to having inside knowledge or anything like that, there's nothing I can really discuss, right?
I never said inside knowledge. I was being cute. You said that word. I would never put you in that position.
Right.
You might have some other knowledge than we have. You might have some outside information.
Let's take it from a different perspective. Okay. Right. Yeah. Let's take it from a different perspective. Right. Let's take it from a lawmaker's perspective. Let's take it from a policymaker's perspective. Let's take it from the perspective of reality. Right. There are politicians that hold XRP.
Yes.
Okay. If you hold XRP, would you make it illegal?
No.
Well, okay. So it really wouldn't behoove you to do it, right? Because you'd be a part of it. You'd be a part of what happened, right? You'd be dumping, right?
But the security, making it a security is not making it illegal.
Right.
Let's say it becomes a security.
That's exactly the next point I was going to make.
Okay.
Making it a security might be in the best interest of XRP.
Right.
Some people aren't really looking at the other side of this. In every industry, right, that started off where there was no regulation and regulation came in, the industry increased 10 to 100-fold. Okay. Yeah. And the reason is because regulated money can now come in, right? People who are waiting for XRP to become regulated can now put their money in because they feel they're more secure with the investment. Okay. This is not a bad thing. This is not a terrible thing, right? You want to, the key to XRP in my mind is either way the decision goes, we need an answer.
Yeah.
Either way, just give the people an answer so that they can move forward accordingly. And that's really what's happening right now. There's somewhat of a limbo, right? People are just waiting it out, but give the people an answer so that they can move accordingly. But either way is not going to be quote unquote bad news for XRP.
Yeah. Also, a lot of people are speculating on XRP. I just want to make this point. I want to make a couple of points before everyone just goes and just buying bags like insane bags of XRP for any reason. I'm not saying it's bad to hold it, but I'm just saying, let me explain a few things. First of all, if XRP wins or even settles, the XRP price will go up. It will. It will go up. It might even go to $5 to $7. It won't go to $1,000 the next day like people are saying. It's just not. You're going to have time to buy it. If it does, it'll go down very fast. You can buy it, it'll go back up. So expect volatility with people selling and buying XRP if that happens. People are going to be holding it, selling it on the way up, blah, 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 blah. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be an amazing show. But this will also reflect on the entire crypto market as well. So everything is going to go up. As a matter of fact, it's in the best interest of the market for XRP to win. But even if XRP loses, it doesn't affect the rest of the market so much. It just goes to, okay, who's next after XRP? But it'll be just another XRP sort of case in the grand scheme of things. So it's only win-win for the rest of the cryptocurrencies. I'm just saying you don't need to go and buy and ape into XRP right now, because a lot of people, they hear these shows and they just grow and just buy the crap out of something. And a lot of people think they're not going to have enough time to buy XRP. You will have time. You will. When I sold XRP and I said to everybody sell XRP, I was doing it off charts. I was right. And everybody that didn't listen missed out on opportunity costs since then, because they didn't get out. Again, the DeFi was a DeFi summer and so on. And I have nothing against XRP. I do make fun of the XRP army just because it's funny as shit. But other than that, I hold some XRP, but don't learn not to FOMO in general. There's just some advice. Just wanted to add it in there. Because a lot of people are a bit deluded about certain things, let's put it that way.
I absolutely can hear what you're saying there. I hear it absolutely. And I'll tell you as well, I'm also a holder of XRP.
Yeah.
Right. I've been a hodler for a while, right? I'm a hodler of a lot of coins, right? I believe in the cryptocurrency industry as a whole.
Yeah.
I believe that there's a lot of people in here trying to do a lot of good things. There of course are other coins that are out there that are doing, their fun thing, if you will, or however you want to look at it. But there are a lot of people in here that are good actors that are trying to do some really important things.
Yeah. So let's go into the chat and see if we're going to be giving away $833 on this live stream pretty soon. It's going to be fun. All you have to do is watch the live stream and click that like button. That's all you got to do. Watch the live stream, click the like button, and just so you know, we don't know if you clicked it or not. We have to take your word for it. But let's go into the chat and see if we have any other questions here. What do I see here? Let's see. Any thoughts on OHM, time, and HEC? Each HEC. Do you have any thoughts on these tokens, Derek?
I'm not sure. I don't really. I could take a look real quick on
I think Time is Wonderland or something like that. I think it's going to do pretty well. I don't own any. I haven't really studied into it intensively, but I do think it's going to do well. OHM. What's OHM? Don't know what the heck is.
Oh yeah, Wonderland's a good one.
Wonderland's a good one. I missed. I didn't get into it. I missed that one. So I'm not aping in right now. Maybe I'll get into the bear market. What's OHM?
Olympus DAO, the decentralized reserve
Olympus DAO. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard about Olympus DAO.
Dude, this is the course. Olympus DAO is in the DeFi course of the University of Nicosia, which we attended the decentralized a few years ago together.
Yes.
They have Olympus DAO as a case study in the course.
That's a good one. Yeah, Olympus DAO is pretty awesome. Olympus DAO is pretty awesome. And what was the other one?
OHM is one, and Time is the other one. The heck, I don't know what the heck is.
Well, OHM is Olympus DAO, and then heck is was it HEK?
HEK. HEC.
HEC.
Of course, C is next to X. Maybe they meant hex. Because I don't know what the heck is.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I don't think I've heard
Well,
of
if
that.
it's Hex, it's a money-making machine, um, and you should still have some legs into it pretty soon. That's all I'm gonna say.
And then Heck is another DAO.
Oh, is it? Okay. So maybe I think DAOs are getting in fashion right now.
Yeah. DAOs are always going to be in fashion, really, right? You know,
Of course.
Ethereum started the first DAO, and it's really been something that everybody's been trying to kind of perfect. You know, it's really the one of the advantages of blockchain technology,
Yeah.
right, is allowing people to be able to participate within the actual governance of the systems and services that they're using. This is kind of interesting, and I always thought about this, like, what if the reviews, you know, could dictate how products are made? And that's basically what a DAO is, right? Literally, the way you feel about the service, you get to dictate how you want the service to mold and to grow to best suit your needs. And it's pretty interesting how that's going to work. But the other side of this is that in democracies, you know, the majority win. So what happens to the people who are using the product that don't necessarily agree with what's going on? You
Hmm.
know, those are important things that need to be understood, and like those types of their needs and their wants need to also be heard. So it's pretty interesting how that's going to come out.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty. It's gonna be pretty interesting. I think it's something that we have yet to see what's gonna happen. I
Yeah.
got a question here. My thoughts on the Oasis network, Rose. I'll tell you what my thoughts on Rose. I actually got into Rose months ago. I got in cheap, and I sold a little later because I wanted to get into gaming. And I've never looked at the price since. I never looked at the price since. Can't even remember the price. I may have. I think I got in. I don't know if this is true or 20 or 30 cents back then. I don't know what the price is right now. I may
Mm-hmm.
have been stupid. I may have been smart. Of course, I did get into Decentraland and stuff like that. So it might have been in sand. So maybe it was okay. We'll see. I can't really comment on that. I don't know if you have anything on that, man. The Rose
Uh,
Network.
I, I've, I've heard of Oasis. I haven't had any rows or any participation in the network itself, but I've heard good things.
Hello, Paul. Michelle Martin says, "Have you heard of UFO? If so, what are your thoughts?" Yeah, we talked about UFO on this channel, man. We talked about UFO on this channel. Went up like crazy. It's in a pullback. I think it's going to do very well as long as the gaming market continues, which it will, as long as Bitcoin continues in its bull run. And we're going to be talking about Bitcoin in a little bit. I forgot all about that, by the way. We're going to be talking
Okay.
about what Bitcoin and crypto is doing in a little bit. I just want to get through these a few of these chats because they're all piling in real quick.
Nice.
Paul, do you have a referral code for Binance? Yes, I do, but I don't really use it that much.